The lights of the 2026 World Cup concert had finally faded, but for many armies, the night still felt far from over. While thousands of fans slowly made their way out of the venue, social media was already filling with clips, photos, and whispered observations. Among all the excitement, one topic quietly began to stand out. It wasn't about another spectacular performance or an unexpected stage interaction. Instead, it was about what may have happened after everything officially ended. Many fans started wondering whether Jimin and Jungkook had shared a quiet moment together away from the spotlight, a moment that felt incredibly private, yet somehow never completely hidden. Unlike dramatic headlines that often spread across the internet, this story isn't built around shocking evidence. Instead, it comes from a collection of small details that caught the attention of observant fans. Different fan accounts noticed similarities in timing, staff movements, and the way both members seemed unusually relaxed once the concert responsibilities were over. None of these observations prove anything on their own, but together they created a conversation that many armies found impossible to ignore. One thing that has always fascinated fans about Jikook is the contrast between their public and private personalities. During concerts, they naturally interact with every member, joke with the audience, and focus on delivering unforgettable performances. Yet whenever cameras aren't directly following them, they often appear much calmer, almost as if they enjoy the rare opportunity to simply exist without needing to entertain. That contrast has become one of the reasons fans continue paying attention to even the smallest moments after official schedules have ended. Several attendees also mentioned seeing members leaving the venue in different groups, which is completely normal for large-scale events. However, some fans noticed that Jimin and Jungkook seemed to disappear from public view around similar times. Once again, this doesn't confirm that they spent the evening together, but it certainly encouraged fans to connect the dots. After years of watching BTS content, many longtime armies have become incredibly observant, sometimes noticing patterns that casual viewers would never think about. Another reason this discussion gained momentum was because it fits a pattern many fans believe they've seen over the years. Whether during tours, overseas schedules, or major events, Jimin and Jungkook have often appeared comfortable sharing quiet moments whenever their busy schedules allow. Sometimes, it's simply sitting beside each other backstage. Other times, it's walking together between locations or exchanging small smiles that never become the focus of official cameras. These simple interactions have always felt genuine because they never seem designed for attention. Perhaps that's what makes this particular story feel different. If they truly spent time together after the concert, it wouldn't have been a grand public event. It wouldn't have required photographs or official announcements. Instead, fans imagined something much simpler. Two close friends finally enjoying a peaceful evening after weeks of rehearsals, travel, interviews, and performances. In many ways, that ordinary possibility feels far more meaningful than any dramatic rumor circulating online. Interestingly, several fan discussions pointed out that neither Jimin nor Jungkook appeared eager to draw attention afterward. There were no obvious hints on social media, no carefully staged updates, and no attempts to fuel speculation. Ironically, that silence became part of the fascination. Sometimes the moments that remain unspoken become the ones fans think about the most. Rather than creating headlines themselves, the members simply allowed the evening to end naturally while fans continued piecing together their own interpretations. Of course, it's important to remember that much of this conversation remains speculation. Unless Jimin or Jungkook personally share details about how they spent their time after the concert, no one can say with certainty what actually happened. Respecting their privacy is just as important as appreciating the bond they appear to share publicly. Supporting artists also means recognizing that not every meaningful moment needs to be witnessed by millions of people. Still, it's easy to understand why these conversations resonate so deeply within the Jikook community. Over the years, fans haven't fallen in love with grand gestures alone. They've appreciated the little things, the protective glances, the effortless teamwork on stage, the laughter during rehearsals, and the quiet comfort they seem to bring each other. Those subtle moments often speak louder than carefully planned performances, leaving lasting impressions that continue long after the concert ends. Maybe that's why the idea of a private, but not exactly secret, meeting after the 2026 World Cup concert feels so compelling. Whether they simply shared a meal, talked about the night's performance, or headed back with the rest of the team, the truth ultimately belongs to them. What fans can appreciate are the authentic moments they choose to share and the warmth of a friendship that has inspired countless discussions over the years. Sometimes, the most memorable stories aren't the ones confirmed by headlines. They're the quiet moments that remind us genuine connections don't always need an audience to feel real.